Hi, this is a basic introduction to the game Uno Attack. During the game, each player is dealt 7 cards. The back of the launcher forms the discard pile. During the game, players have to match the card in the discard pile either by number, color, or a word. For example, if the discard pile has a red 7, you must throw down either a red card or a 7 of any other color. If you don't have anything that matches, you must hit the launcher button. Oops! If nothing happens, your play moves to the next person, but if cards shoot out, like they just did, you must add these cards to your hand. Then play passes to the left, unless a reverse card has been played. Now there are some special cards that go along with Uno Attack. Reverse. This simply reverses the direction of play. Play left becomes play right, and vice versa. The skip card. The next player to play loses his or her turn and is skipped. The wild card. This card can be played on any card. The person playing the card calls any color to continue play, including the one presently being played. If desired, a wild card can be played even if the player has another playable card in his or her hand. The hit 2. When this card is played, the next player must hit the launcher button twice. His or her turn is then over, and play continues with the next player. Trade hands. When this card is played, the player discarding the trade hands card must trade his or her hand with another player of his or her choosing. The discard all. Play this card when you want to discard of all the cards in your hand of the same color. For example, if a yellow 7 is in the discard pile, you may discard all of the yellow cards in your hand with a yellow discard all card placed on top. You may also discard one of these cards on top of another discard all card. Wild all hit. When this card is played, the player calls a color. Then each player, beginning with the person to the discard player's left, must press the launch button once. If the launcher doesn't shoot out any cards, play continues with the player to the left. Any cards that do shoot out must be added to the player's hands who activated the launcher. More than one player can activate the launcher. The player who played the wild all hit card does not press the launcher button. So for example, if there's 4 people playing, and I discard that card, the next person would do it, then the third person, and then the 4th person. And if any cards came out, those people would have to add those cards to their hands. And finally, the wild hit fire card. When this card is played, the player calls a color, then the next player in the direction of play must press the launcher button until the launcher shoots out cards. The activating player adds those cards to his or her hand and forfeits his or her turn. That means if I played it, the person next to me would have to keep hitting it until cards shoot out. Anywhere from 0 to 9 cards can shoot out from the launcher at any one time. When you have 1 card left, you must yell Uno, meaning 1, before playing your next to last card. Failure to do this results in you having to hit the launcher button twice. That is, if you get caught. If you forget to say Uno before your card touches the discard pile, but you catch yourself before another player catches you, you are safe. You may not catch a player for failure to say Uno until their second to last card touches the discard pile. Again, the discard pile is back here. And you can't catch them if the next person's turn has begun, meaning either another person has played a card or they hit the launcher button. Once the discard pile reaches the same level as the top of the launcher, those cards are shuffled and then replaced back inside the launcher machine. Thank you very much.